Hey guys, Warren Brown here from Ecom Blitz, back for part two of the Shopify A to Z store setup. So what we're going to do now, we're going to get into installing your theme, adding some pictures to your background, and generally just cleaning up your store and making it look professional. So what we're going to do, let's take a look at our store now and see what it looks like. And as you see, this is the Launchpad Star theme. So this one, it's a decent theme. It's got, you can see the products, you can see the collections, but what we're going to do is go with the more commonly known minimalist black and white theme. So let's navigate to the theme store. The way we're going to get there is just hit Online Store, and we're going to hit Visit Theme Store here. And the theme that we want is the Brooklyn theme. It's a completely free theme. This is one that's very popular with Shopify users. It's a very minimalist, black and white. It's responsive, mobile friendly. So this is the one that we're going to use for the sake of the training video here. So you click on Install Theme, and then you click on Publish as my store's theme. And as soon as you click on Publish, this will be your theme for the store. And then we're going to get into editing this theme and changing around the background images here. So once it's installed, we're just going to click away from here and we'll refresh. And now let's see what our store looks like. And now we've got pretty much a stock background here. Hero banner, this is actually where our store name is going to be, and we'll probably change this to a nice catchy slogan just to add to it. And when we scroll down, we have the three row collection here. I'm sorry, one row, but three collections displaying. And your products and feature collections will show down below here. So once we have that theme installed, now what we need to do is make it look 10 times better. That way we can look at a finished product. That way we can see that the site looks legitimate. So already we see that we have a home page, we have a catalog, a blog, and an About Us. So we're going to work on those pages afterwards, but let's get started on the basics here first. So we're going to close out of here, and one of the first things that you want to do, even before you start editing your theme, is making sure that your shop is set up to go live. So what we're going to do is head to the settings, and this is what you'll most likely need to do on every single store that you create. These are pretty much non-negotiable settings that you need to change. So first of all, go to your settings tab and go down to payments. And if you're going to use Shopify payments, it's definitely recommended that you do use them if you're just starting out. If you know nothing about Stripe or Braintree or any other gateways, then just go ahead and use the Shopify payments. So you'll click on Complete Account Setup. You'll enter, your social and your business information really quickly. And once you do that, you can accept credit cards through Shopify payments. So when people go to your website to check out, they'll enter their card information, and it's going to get processed through Shopify here. And also PayPal, if you go to paypal.com and you sign up, you can create a business account on there. And once you create a business account, what that's going to allow you to do is accept payments via PayPal, which for most people ends up being about 50% of their revenue. So honestly, I would suggest that you open a PayPal as well. You can even call ahead just to confirm that your business is okay with them. But both of these are pretty much must-haves. You have to do these to accept any kind of money on Shopify. And then let's move on to the checkout tab here. So what we want to do for customer accounts, we always want to make accounts optional. A lot of people like to create accounts so they can track their orders or they can see what they bought, but you don't want to make it required because you don't want people to have to create an account. You don't want to force registration on people because that can definitely kill conversions. And conversions is basically sales. It can kill your sales if you force people to have to create an account, especially if they're just browsing and they just want to see the price. If you make them create accounts, you're likely to lose some sales that way. And for full name, you want to require the first and the last name. This is for obvious reasons and for shipping. The company name can remain hidden. Address line 2 is optional, so if they have an apartment, you definitely just want to make that optional. They don't have to fill out the second line if they don't live in an apartment or have a long address. Phone number, I always require it. The reason I do that is because when I ship out a package, if it gets held up at the post office or if I'm shipping internationally and it gets held up at customs, You want them to have a phone number that they can call, or a phone number that you can call to let them know that their package is being delayed or that it's being held somewhere, or maybe it's even at the front office in their apartment complex. Um, the rest of these settings here, usually I just leave alone. You can you can make people automatically opt in to receive promotional emails from you. Usually, I just put it on do not does not agree. That's because when you start using mail systems like Mailchimp, they'll make you select this option because they don't want people to opt in automatically and then get spammed. But if this isn't really important to you right now, you can just leave it alone and just leave it on does not agree. And the rest of these here I don't change. And what you're going to definitely want to do is generate a refund policy, a privacy policy, and terms of service. So you can actually click here and it's going to generate a long policy for you. And you can put this in your frequently asked questions page that you'll create, and you can tweak it as much as you want and then just paste it in there. And you can do that for all three of these here. And once that's set up, you're basically good to go. So we're going to hit save on here. So now, actually, one last thing we need to do. Your store is going to be password protected. So what we need to do is actually remove the password from our store so that people can actually purchase from it, or else when they go to it, it's going to look exactly like this, and I'm going to show you. We're just going to copy this link here. So if you fail to remove the password, oh, because I'm signed in, it's actually not going to do that to me. So let me go incognito here on Chrome, and we'll try it again. And it just says opening soon because or I can enter using my password. So what we're going to do is go ahead and remove that password. It's pretty simple. We click on Online Store. We go to Themes where we were before, and just click on Remove Password. And if you want to remove your password, you're actually going to have to upgrade to a plan. There's no point of you having no password on your site if you can't even accept payments. So what you would do is go through, you'd pick one of these Shopify plans, and as soon as you pick it, it'll give you the option to remove the password, and that's all you've got to do there. So now that we have gone ahead and set up the basic settings and removed the password, let's go ahead and start customizing this theme and making it look like a proper site. So remember, this is exactly what it looks like right here. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to look at the sidebar menu. Let's see if we like everything here on mobile. Looks perfectly fine to me. Now let's head down to the next one, the header. We don't have a logo image yet. So what we're going to do, we can actually create a logo in 10 seconds. You don't have to have the best logo. I'm not going to create the best logo right now for the sake of training, but I usually go to logomaker.com. It's a free logo making website. If you're just trying to get started and you don't have the funds, you can definitely make your own this way. Also, you can even head to Fiverr.com if you want to make a logo, or if you want to buy a logo. People are happy to design a logo for $5, or you can add some extras on and get a professional logo for maybe 20, 30, 40 bucks. So, but for now, we're going to use this logo maker here. And since we're doing a beauty store, let's do a logo related to beauty. So I'm just going to type in beauty and see what it gives me here. Actually, let's go ahead and change that to makeup. And that looks pretty cool. So we're just going to choose something, pretty simple. And I like that there. I think that looks pretty cool. And then we're just going to add some text here. So this is our website, Beauty Couture. I'm just going to space that out. That way we can put the picture in the middle. And do a couple more spaces just to get it flushed evenly. And you can change up the colors, you can change up the fonts, all types of things, just to put your finishing touch on and make it look better. Let's backspace one more and line it up. Almost there. There we go. And let's give it a nice little burgundy color here. And guys, this can look 10 times better, but like I said, I just want to do something quick and just to show you the gist of how this works. There we are, Beauty Couture. Don't judge me, guys. This is my best 10-second logo that I could do. I'm proud of that. Let's go ahead and save it here. And next, what we're going to do is let's go ahead and upload our logo image. Boom, Beauty Couture. It's looking better already, huh? All right. So what we're going to do, we don't need to do an inverted logo. Basically, if the slideshow is too dark, it'll make the logo look light colored, which we don't necessarily have to do that right now. That's, those are all extras that you can do later on. So what we're going to do next is head down to the slideshow, and the slideshow is this background image here, and we're going to make a couple changes here. So let's scroll down here. And we're going to have to actually choose a background image here. So what we're going to do, we're going to head to one of my other favorite sites, which is Pexels.com. And let's search makeup in here and see what we can come up with. So we've got some pretty good pictures here. And these are all pictures that we can use. We're free to use, no copyright or licensing problems are going to arise if you do use it. And actually, I really like this one. I think it's pretty fancy here. So let's go ahead and download this. And I hope it's not too big. So let's browse open. There we go. Awesome. I like that. I think that looks pretty cool there. So what we're going to do, since it's called Beauty Couture, we'll have to come up with a catchy slogan. But for now, while I think about that, I'm going to go ahead and write the name here. Okay. And we're going to leave this text as the shop now. And this should take you, when they click on the shop now, it'll take them right to your collections and catalog. So it's going to show them all of the products that you have available. But you can actually change this link to make it anything you want. You can make it go to a specific product, a specific page, or a specific collection. But we're going to go ahead and just, let's choose collection. We're just going to make this go to all collections. So it's just going to show all products. And let's hit back here. And all of these settings are being saved as we go. At the end, we'll hit save. That way it will actually make all the changes take effect. All right, let's see here. Now, some people, they like having the collections show, meaning they'll have 3 collections here showing, maybe lipstick, jackets, and makeup brushes set. They'll have different collections and then have the products underneath. So it's really up to you how you want to do that. For the sake of this video, we're just going to leave the structure as it is, and we're just going to build off of that. So from here, let's go ahead and make sure that we have everything how we want it to be. Everything seems to be set up correctly. Let's hit save so we can look at our final product. Head to our Shopify site. So now we've got Beauty Couture with a nice little logo. We've got a background image. No catchy slogan yet. And then when you scroll down, this is where you'd have, a short about us, or even maybe just your sales text saying, hey, take 10% off this product. And this is our collections here. And then we have our featured products. So what I'm going to do, let's actually make a change here. featured collection. Let's go to collection list. Let's go ahead and I want to take out the featured collection. I don't think it's something that we absolutely need, and I think it kind of just clutters things up a little bit. So let's save that. So now people are going to go straight to our site, and they're just going to see the 3 or 4 or 5, collections that we have available, and they can click on whichever one to get to where they want to be. Meaning this can be t-shirts, this can be jackets, this can be shoes. They'll just click on what they want to get to and get straight to it. That way we don't have to have any specific featured products. So I do think that's a good little change there. So now that we've got our theme set up, we've got images and our background, what we need to do now is get into installing apps and importing products. So we can import them manually or we can import them via apps. But in part 3 of the video, I'm going to show you the easiest way to do that. And from there, once we import our products and we get our apps running, we're almost going to be ready to go live, guys. So let's move on to part 3 and I'll see you there.